Well, hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Cars, Bikes and Boats on our Birnie Family YouTube and Facebook, and look what I've got!
I do.
Emily is doing the little touch-ups on the... It's her first try at it. She's doing the little touch-ups, and of course when it comes to Mum and Emily, these guys know how to do... Look at this! She's done a better job than me already! Because of them doing like their nail polish and all that sort of stuff.
I hardly do my nails anymore.
I know.
Well, we did a lot of art at school.
What a lovely job, Emily. So guys, you bikers out there, get your daughter to do it. Hey, get your daughter to do it. There's young Bailey. Hello, Bailey dog. Hey, that Bailey dog. Yeah, so pretty much where we left off. And I'll tell you guys, I spent a good bit of time, just cleaning and buffing, and I tell you that they've come up really bonny again. And of course that's just from left lying uncovered. So really what we've got to do now is, now that I've got Emily on board, which is flipping awesome, eh, mummy? Hey, that's my girl. What we've been doing is lacquering over these stickers here. And obviously I was going to do this in a video of just the lacquers kind of just run out. But it's lacquer over the stickers so that, when we do come to wash the bike and do different things, that there'll be a bit of a protective cover over it. But yeah, I've had a look on eBay, guys, for another one of these, and they're all just a little bit expensive for me just now. And it's not just that, it's not a huge big deal at the moment. I could put the bike back together with this, to get all the other sort of bits done on the bike. And we can do it as soon as I get a part that's sort of at the right price, But at the moment I'm really going to concentrate on getting this touch-ups done and the stickers on. So as I'm sure you've seen in previous videos, guys, this is obviously going to be our YouTube vlogging bike for the Birnie family. So I obviously want a wee bit of livery on it, but not too much, So I've been kind of humming and haying about, putting bits and pieces on. So here's just a little example for you. Is the belly pan. And that looks really, really nice. Once that's back under the bike, that's probably all you're really going to see, So yeah, and of course this bit goes in between, like I said before. I was going to put a big YouTube sticker in there, which we've still got. Let's see. But that's a bit big. That would really take up quite a lot. So I'd rather just have this sort of smaller. So hopefully, as you see, but guys, that's... I don't know if that's enough livery. I think it is. I think it's probably just about enough. I don't think we want to do too much, But I think the white really just pops, it really pops out from the British Racing Green. And hopefully with the yellow and, the black and all that, it should look really good on the bike. Oh, and now I've got Emily, look. I brought the belly pan through for Emily to touch up a little bit as well. But she's just about finished the front wheel. She's really taking her time, just any little spots and just making it look really, really nice. So as you saw in the last Cars, Bikes and Boats video, guys, with the Bandit, this is the cockroach farm for young Spike, our bearded dragon over there. Yeah, so guys, if you haven't seen our videos before, Emily's snake is up top. She's not out just now, but we'll be sharing a bit more footage of her.
Look, there's a
and
white
here's young
bird.
Spike. So I'll just give you a little look. Emily's just in on this part here, must have touched that with something, I don't know. So as always guys, a quick reminder that David and Emily have their own YouTube channel called Birnie Family Fun.
Can we watch Star Wars
Tomorrow.
today?
You can put it on just now if you want, make a start, yeah.
Hello.
They've got their own channel and they do 24-hour challenges, quad bikes, gaming, pets, everything, you guys, I'm not kidding you.
Potatoes.
Caravan camping, wild camping.
Capunkies.
Yes. So anyway, let's get back to the bikes. So yeah, I'm still thinking about putting on, some more stickers on the bike. I really love these classic ones, like Castrol. And there's a few others sort of lying about here, but obviously I want them to kind of be the same sort of height, as it were, because where they're going to go is probably along this part underneath. But what I really want to do is maybe just get that back onto the bike first, because I'm not actually sure we'll be able to see it even if we were to put them on. So guys, basically once we get into this video, very shortly, I'm going to go and have a sleep. It'll be seconds for you, but I think we'll get the front end reassembled again. I won't film the whole of that bit. The front end reassembled again, hopefully get some fuel in the bike and get it turned around and get this baby finished off. So guys, back to it, and look what I've got. Nice, eh? Second hand, of course, quite difficult to come by, obviously. But yeah, we got them for Southampton Motorcycle Services and Breakers. Thank you, guys. Awesome. So basically, guys, we need to go out and do this. But I do have a thought of the continual wiring problem that we seem to have, guys, you know, with the front of the bike, which I'll just show you in just a minute. But look at that. I think they've even put on a new bearing on there as well. Nice. Yeah, now I went ahead and took the decision, guys, to put the whole sort of front end of the bike back together again, because I thought, right, if we can't get a set of yokes, you know, for it just now, I'm at least going to put all this back together again. Now I've got the yokes, now I've got to take it all apart again. But I won't bother with that in this particular video, guys, you know. Because again, it's just spindle out them off that, you know, and you just, you know, we'll get it. It just takes time. But like I keep saying, guys, there's always been this problem, because for those of you who don't know, that, you know, the Bandits normally come with a circular light, a really nice circular light. And this came with these, I think they call them bikini lights. But it means that all these wires now don't have a place to live, you know, and they've been sort of bunched up under here, covered over. It looked okay, you know, but it's always bothered me. So, check this out. This, you guys, whoopsie. This, you guys, is my sporran. Well, it's sort of like my dress sporran, you know, it's a leather sporran. All that sort of Celtic bits on it. But I just had a wee go at doing it, and I think it's going to work. Whether it'll look good or not, I don't know. You know, we'll need to get it on the bike to really see it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I mean, I'll just put it on, we'll leave it till the end. If it looks gosh, fine, we'll take it off. But it's well worth a try. But I'm going to have to take this apart, and of course, the one thing I've done, which is a problem, is the brake pipes there. They should actually be in behind this wire here, and that stops the sporran closing, you know, having the wires coming out either side. So that's fine, so you need to take this apart anyway. But I think this might just solve the problem. I really do. Right, guys, let's see if we can't see. It's quite difficult probably for you guys to see. But there's Mr. Sporran. And we'll put the wires for the lights over the back here instead of actually taking them in there. Watch them scratch that. I think that's stuffing in. It's actually going in. It's taking a wee bit of time though. I've got to be really gentle with it, obviously. You know, especially with older bikes like this, you need to be careful of the wiring wise. But I think it's working. Now, obviously we're going to take all this apart again, guys. But yeah, I think all we've got, that's that indicator there. I can shorten him down a bit. And that is for the indicator there. Not a whole lot I can do with these yellow and blacks, but we could just wrap them in tape, because it looks a million times better, I think, than the way it was. In fact, guys, even if this isn't the greatest of ideas, it's better than what we had. What do you think? I think we've cracked it, guys. I really do. I think that's going to look really, really good. It's hard to tell my tiny little shed here. As you'll see, all the stuff's out the Land Rover, because the Land Rover's got work to get done to it. And I'll just, at the minute. But, so we need to take apart this front end again. Hopefully all the wires will stay in there. That would be great. Hopefully I haven't ripped anything apart and it's not going to start, but we'll figure that out later. So really now I need to take apart the front end again and get the new yoke in. I bought these rentals years ago, and I wasn't going to put it on the bike, but you see now we've got the yellow, we've even got that sort of lighter colour of gold on there. I think that'll just set it off. Let's pop up a second. I think the goldies will set it off. Obviously, guys, you know, once we put on all the switch gear and stuff, it's going to be a little bit different, but, you know, I'm quite happy with that. Are we really hitting the closing stages, guys, or what? See, I don't even think that would move, just the way that it is. It would press against the forks in the wind. So, well, it's been restrained by that little thing there, actually. Maybe, you know, we've still got the kilt wire, the kilt wire, like, which is just a bit of leather either side of the chain, so I'm sure we could work something together on there. The horn, I wouldn't mind getting another horn actually. 2 horns, or we'll just leave that one there. Guys, that should look pretty good. I don't know what you think. Don't know what you think, you bikers out there. We'll leave it. Once the bike's all back together again, got it out started and all the rest of it. Yes, just for you guys, I want to see a tighter look. Look. Nothing in behind now. That we can cover up, we can shorten that. Look, we'll take off that end pieces there, so it's just going up to the indicator. And if we wrap these with black tape, I think that's probably about the best I could get it, you know, with my skill or whatever, you know. Yeah, I think the only thing we're really going to need to do with that Sporran, guys, is probably get some sort of oil on it, you know. I mean, I think that would begin to sort of perish, you know, just with the sun and the rain and the wind and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, if we put on a skin of something, you know, leather polish or leather care or something like that, you know, hopefully the water would just bead off it then, you know. But boy, oh boy. Yeah. So wheel off, forks down, ball back together again, turn around. That's the next job. Back to it again. As you see, guys, taking apart all the bits and pieces there. Just going to get that out, put the new yoke in, and reassemble the whole front end again, together again. I won't film that, goodness me, be over and over again the same thing. But guys, yeah, if we can get this whole front end reassembled, that'll be flipping awesome. This bike needs to be turned around, it really does. Right, so just before we get carried away, guys, let's have a wee test of all the bitties and pieces. Let's see, right, indicator. Because obviously I don't want this, you know, put all this back together again and there's some wiring out somewhere, crying out loud. That one's not working. There we go. Yeah, it's still loose. We'll get that in a second. And the lights. Goodness, it's that long since I've driven this bike. But we don't have... you know why? Because I think I've pulled out the... Yeah, always check, recheck and double check. Look guys, that's where it was. It was stuck up underneath here. But yeah, I don't want to put all this back together or get these connected properly just until I'm pretty sure that everything's okay. Yeah, perfect. Right, let's double check on I disconnected the indicators just to make things a bit clearer, and I think we'll reposition the horn as well. I think we'll put it down the back there somewhere. We'll find a spot for it. Yeah, so when we changed over to get a new set of these, this plug here, for example, just became redundant really. I'm not really sure why. I think it just straight connects now, you see. But that all seems to be working okay. I'll leave the indicators off at the moment, but I think that's an even easier now to get it inside the Sporran. Right guys, just to give you a little look now. You know something, that Sporran sits in there really, really nice. We do have, you know, the brake hoses are coming down, there's that mount. We do have that. I probably could mount something in there just to keep it nice and tight on. But the bigger thing was the wiring. I'll sort all this out later. You know, I've taken apart this front end so many times, I'm not going to finish just now. But you know, as you can see, it's definitely a lot neater. And what I might do, once I'm absolutely confident everything's together, we'll go and put these on, like, and you can heat them. That just covers all those wires and protects them, you know. But I think we're ready for a tighten up. And I think what then we can do is, once I've got all that covered, we'll just put it in. That is, I think, the best I can do, I have to say. But we'll see how we go. You guys can tell us in the comments. Any good? So there we are, guys. 2 hours basically just to get back to where I started, you know, when I took all this apart. That's it all back together again, and granted, you know, wires are probably in better places. You know, it's not so crammed up inside there now, you know, managed to sort of move it around. Front wheels on, haven't tightened too much stuff up just yet. But guys, I really need to get this thing turned around, and of course the only way I can really do that, I mean, as you can see by the room I end up getting left with, is to start the damn thing up, take it out and put it back in again. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. Starting to look more like a bike again now, eh? Get this belly pan back on. I mean, you can see the difference, guys. Look, you just look at the bike like that. I'll throw the belly pan on quick just to show you the difference. Yeah, so that's the front end. I still haven't nipped everything up. I just want to wait to leave it all just now. But guys, look, you can see the difference. Look at that. And I still think I'm going to put stickers on there, you know that. But again, I just want the bike out in the clear to do that. I think what next, guys, we'll get it filled up and we'll start it up. This bike's been lying for a little while, so it might take a wee while just to get fired back up again. But I flattened the battery because obviously I was playing around with the lights and all the bits and pieces. So I'm going to have to charge the battery first and then take it from there. So back to it, guys, and look, that was still the storm damage. Gate's off, it's obviously meant to be the other way around, but that just got ripped off. I think I left this gate open a little bit and it ripped that way and took this other side with it, so that was a bit of a job. But as you can see, I've only got that to get the Bandit out and back in again. But we've got some fuel. Got the battery all charged back up again, and there she goes. Sasha, that's what she's called, Sasha. Right, so just spent a little bit of time getting all that sort of tightened up and all the bits and pieces. Leave the indicators and stuff for now, but that's okay. I need to get this thing out. I need to get this thing out of here and turned around. Because obviously, as you can see, very little work room over at that end. What have I got? 3 feet or something? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I should just pull it forward, eh? We'll just try pulling it forward first. No. I mean, that's okay. If I was just working by myself, I'd carry on over there and get all frustrated and whatever else, you know. But for filming, no. I think I'll have to just turn them around. Never mind. Right, so I've popped in about half of that gallon of fuel into the bike, and I'm just wanting to double check there's no sort of leaks or anything going on, because that wouldn't be nice. Yeah, and then we'll try and get the bike started up, and I'll just have to try and turn it around. I'm sure we'll manage it. Yeah, right, so let's get this thing started. Spray bottle with petrol, guys. It's underneath the petrol tank. There's the air inlet, which is just in there. And if you spray that in, you'll get a little bit of fuel vapour. You have to be very careful. Get a bit of fuel vapour inside the air box, and that should start the bike up. So, let's see. Let's just get everything off. Lights, running, starter. No, she does not want to start, and I'm going to run this battery out with some. It's offered twice, but I need longer than that. Yeah, so the answer to that was a very firm no. So I think we'll get the spark plugs out, get them cleaned up, and see if they're actually working. That'll be a good thing. Yeah, so the magnet's always handy, guys. Nice, easy peasy, get them out. And that is looking a little oily, actually. Yeah, so just checking over the wiring, guys. So a little top tip. There's always like a main fuse for the motorbike, which is here. And if you can imagine, guys, if you broke down just because this fuse went, you know, and through all that hassle getting recovered and towed, this costs about, you know, $2, guys. You know, £1.50 or whatever. Keep a spare on the bike all the time. Absolutely needed. Right, so guys, we are getting an intermittent spark, and now it's not sparking whatsoever, so I'm not entirely sure. You don't know how many spark plugs I went through on this bike, I'll tell you. Quite a few. Right guys, hopefully you'll see this. Let's have a look. Get in there. It seems cylinder 3 is the only one that's actually firing, which is a real pain. That means these spark plugs are probably goosed. Right, so guys, stopped in my tracks for this video by the looks of things. I've ordered the spark plugs for the bike, and it looks like that'll start it up no problem at all, which is great. Guys, we've just got so little to go on this bike now, it's no real. We need to turn it around, get into the back end obviously, get it all touched up, secure the tyre hugger. What else have we got? The exhaust, the end can. That's going to be the next job. And I just want to show you guys, if you can see there. Whoa. There we go. That is the end can, and I think I'm going to leave it that brushed steel. You can just see right there. But there's this black plate, and I want to rivet that on and then put a Leo Vyncke sticker on there, which I think would be really, really nice. I've got a couple of little things to do, like touching things up and tightening things up and everything, guys. But this is the next video is the end. It has to be. Absolutely has to be. Superb, the way. Absolutely superb. So as always, guys, listen, thanks so much for watching. Like I said, guys, I'm still recovering from major surgery and stuff like that. You know, my mind just isn't what it used to be at the moment, you know, so I'm doing my best as we go along. But hopefully you're really enjoying. This will be the vlogging bike for next year, so it should be pretty awesome once we're done, you know. All the little things make a difference, don't they? But for now, guys, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed. God bless.